So you're thinking about moving to Auburn, Washington, but you have no idea where the hell you should live. Well, that's exactly what we're gonna cover in this video, and you're gonna stick around to the very end because the last neighborhood is gonna absolutely blow you away. Hey, Chris, myself, and our team, we're getting phone calls, text messages, and emails every single day from people just like you, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're looking at making a move out here to Auburn or the greater Seattle-Tacoma area in the next 3 days or 3 months, shoot us a phone call, text message, or an email so we can help you make that smooth move out here to Auburn. If you want to know everything going on in the local market, hit that subscribe button so you can be the first one to know.
All right, guys, we're out here in Auburn today in front of Emerald Downs. We're gonna be talking to you guys about a few places to live here in the area that we think are some of the cooler spots, you know, to pull up stakes, you know, have a family, live here in the Auburn area. So stick around, we're gonna look at a few places. This place right here behind us is Emerald Downs. One of the coolest places to hang out down here in the Auburn area. You know, they've got some cool horse races in the summertime. They've got dachshund races, corgi races. Heck, they've even got T-Rex costume races here in August. So just one of the fun things to do here in the area. Stick around, we're gonna show you guys the best areas to live.
Off to our first neighborhood.
All right, we are just coming to you guys here from the Kendall Ridge neighborhood up in the Lee Hill area of Auburn. So we are over here kind of in the eastern side of Auburn, kind of over on the edge of, you know, Auburn proper. Auburn continues out even farther out to the east, almost out towards the Black Diamond area, kind of up towards Covington, and then kind of edges over on the edge of Kent. Some of the cool areas out this way, you've got Flaming Geyser State Park that's not too far to the east of us here. Where we're at in this neighborhood on Kendall Ridge, it actually overlooks the valley, kind of going over towards the east. So you're gonna get some amazing sunrise views in this area. Other things that are here in the Lee Hill area are, you've got Green River Community College up here. That's probably one of the most popular ones. This area of Auburn that Highway 18 kind of runs through is very popular for people that are wanting to be able to get into the east side of Seattle. So Kirkland, Bellevue, Issaquah, because kind of the way that the highway runs, Highway 18 runs from downtown Auburn area where it connects to the Valley Freeway all the way up to I-90, and then I-90 goes right into Seattle. So very popular area out here for people that want to get into the downtown area and want to get down to the east side. Check out some of these houses. This is actually a main view builder neighborhood. So a lot of nice homes in this neighborhood particularly, but I love Lee Hill area. We've got some friends and family that live up here in this area. So it's been a great area where we've brought our kids to parks. I've lived over in the western side of Auburn with my family before. And you know, the way that Auburn is kind of situated is it spans a big area. So you've kind of got the valley where the downtown area is, and you'll see that in the other part of the video. And then it kind of goes up to the west side of the valley that goes up towards Federal Way. Well, we're over on the eastern side right now, where we're kind of on the western side of the valley. So you've got the Lee Hill area, and then we are headed down to the downtown area after that. So great area here of Auburn, beautiful neighborhoods. You've got some well-established areas. You've got some newer neighborhoods like this one. So we think that it's really, you know, one of the best neighborhoods here in the area.
Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, red like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it, the fire can stand to the tallest of giants. The tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling his dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it. Ain't never lacking it, so what I'm packing, he taking it, he magnifying it.
They say you ain't bout it. Tell them that you finna make it, but they doubt it.
few rows like the flower. Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it.
We are in downtown Auburn. Here is one of our neighborhoods that we're talking about today in the Auburn area. Cool thing about the downtown area here is you're really centrally located. You've got the Valley Freeway, Highway 167, that goes north to south from Puyallup all the way down to Renton. You've also got Highway 18 that runs right through here that starts up in Federal Way up at I-5 and runs all the way out up to I-90, out to Covington, Maple Valley, out towards Issaquah to get you out to the I-90 corridor. So really centrally located here. Homes in the downtown area here of Auburn are typically going to be on the lower end of the spectrum when we're talking about home prices. Smaller homes like some of these that we're kind of walking by right here are going to be mid threes, low fours as far as price range is concerned. Now you do have some that are sprinkled in. I'll turn the camera around here. Newer construction homes, homes like that. Homes like that are going to be, you're probably mid fives to over 600 for something like that here in this area. Things that my family and I like to do down here are, you've got Muckleshoot Casino. My wife and I like to go up there, sometimes gamble, sometimes we'll just go up to the buffet. They've also got a bingo hall that she really loves to go to. My mom likes checking that out. That's probably one of the funner things that my mom and my wife like to do. We were over at Veterans Memorial Park. That's a cool park really too, I forgot to mention over there, because they've got a hall there that you can actually rent out as a public, have family events there, graduation events, you know, all kinds of cool stuff that you can do there. We've had birthdays, graduation parties, all kinds of different things there, you know, with the family, where you can rent the hall out for a few hours and just hang out. You're not making a mess at the house. You're not having a bunch of people over. You clean it up, you're out of there, and you're done. And you can have a ton of people there. So that's really cool. One of the things that is appealing to a lot of the people that live here in the area, other than, you know, the central location with freeways kind of running in between, is right here in the downtown area, you're literally only a few blocks away from all of the schools here in the area. So kids can walk to the high school, to the middle school, to the elementary, and that makes life a lot easier when you don't have to worry about a bus. You don't have to worry about, you know, early release or late starts. Kids can walk home, things like that. And some of these houses are more, you know, historical, a little bit older. You don't have as much of the planned unit development homes down here. These are older, more established neighborhoods. So you're going to have a little bit more of a mix of affordable houses, maybe some houses that, you know, need some updating, need some love, along with some that are older historical homes that are absolutely beautiful and fully restored. Some really cool craftsman style houses, you know, some Tudor style houses, some interesting things down here in the area of downtown Auburn. But one of the cool things here is you do have the walkability to the schools. We're only a few blocks away from the downtown corridor where we did a little bit of driving through, where the hospitals are at, where the train station's at. All of that stuff is walkable or a short bicycle ride right here from downtown Auburn.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believe me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces. That to me, you really playing with your life. I'm about to come and run it all back. I'm the new era, about to snap back. You ain't fitting for it, cause you all cap like. Hold up, I shoot my shot. Wait, hold up. I'm really about to run this go up. You know it's all net when it go up. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand, ayy. We on overtime, you don't need to understand, ayy. You just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play the same.
Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing. Cause it can get dangerous. Cause it can
Please don't play no games with me, I promise I'm too much. Ay, I can never let up even if you had enough. Ay, this ain't for the faint of heart, we always playing rough. I had enough, it ain't luck. I needed a vision, I needed ambition, I needed a mission to beat in submission with no intermission. I see the collision, the crash in the distance ain't coming off track, no. Now when they ask what's the motive, don't talk, I just show them. They all about to see what I mean in the moment. I gotta keep going, I'm shaking the dice and I'm keeping it rolling. They already know. Ain't got no other plans, you don't need to understand. Ay, we on overtime, you don't need to understand. Ay, you just show them how to do it when you don't know what to say. Tell me how you plan to win if you plan to play it safe.
Moving fast, already gone, yeah, but you bringing me back. Try to double cross me, dog, just let me relax. Stop assuming what we doing. Keep it moving, what we doing.
We are over here in the area of West Auburn.
Yeah.
Checking out the Sterling Park neighborhood. So this is a older neighborhood in the way of, it's just a little bit more established, not homes built in the 2000s or even the, late 2000, well, 10 years, within the last 10 years. In this neighborhood, you're gonna have homes that were built in the 90s. You got some with 3-car garages, some with two-story homes, mostly kind of built into the neighborhood here. You got a lot of cul-de-sacs in this neighborhood. Average prices that you're going to find in this particular neighborhood of West Auburn are typically going to be in the mid 600 range. So when we're talking about median of the Auburn area, it's kind of right around the middle, a little bit higher than that. We're in the lower neighborhood down in downtown Auburn. We're gonna be heading up to Lakeland Hills into one of the higher end neighborhoods here in Auburn. Cool things about the West Auburn area are you're super close to I-5. So you're on the west side of the valley. So Auburn kind of traverses from the western side over where I-5 is, down into the valley where downtown Auburn is, where we were earlier, and then up over into the Lee Hill neighborhood, another one that we were looking at. So this is the West Auburn area, close to I-5. You're a little bit closer to Federal Way, over to the Puget Sound, close to I-5 to get into Tacoma, up into Seattle. You've also got the SeaTac Mall, which is not far from where we're at right here. So lots of shopping. Cool thing about this area is that the light rail, which is the new transit system that Western Washington is putting in, is going to be coming through the Federal Way area here within the next few years. So West Auburn, very close to Federal Way, where you've got the SeaTac Mall, light rail station coming in. They're putting a new Dick's Burger restaurant in over in that area, so that's going to be a big attraction here pretty soon, which is a Seattle staple that people love. Some of the things that me and my family love to do over here in the West Auburn area, there is a Steel Lake Park, which isn't far from us. Again, the shopping here in the area, and all kinds of dining options over there by the SeaTac Mall. That's some of the things that we like about West Auburn. This is a beautiful neighborhood and definitely kind of that mid to upper range on what we're talking about as far as affordability and prices. We've shown several homes here in this area. Some of the things that I like about the homes in this particular neighborhood are that it's a little bit more established. Homes are not right on top of each other. Now, if you're looking for acreage and you want forest land on your property, right? This isn't the neighborhood for you. But if you like to be in a neighborhood where your home is not 5 feet from your neighbor's house, you do have a little bit more space in this Sterling Park neighborhood particularly. Yards are a little bit bigger. You've got established landscaping where you've got bigger trees, you've got more shade in the yard. I mean, you can kind of see around us here and behind us that, with the trees being larger in this area, you can just tell that the neighborhood's been here a little bit longer. So homes in this neighborhood were built in the late 80s to early 90s and really just have that more established, larger neighborhood, larger lot size kind of feel to it, while still having a really nice community feel. Lots of cul-de-sacs, sidewalks, plenty of parking, and it just feels like a, you know, nice, safe neighborhood to raise a family or be a young professional that has to commute into Seattle or even work from home. It's very quiet here.
Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mind and they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something, my focus is
All right, here we are at our next neighborhood, and this one has a little bit different vibe for you. This is South Auburn. Now, this is real close to Game Farm Park. One of the reasons I love this as a father of 5 is that there is a lot of accessibility for kids to go out and play, for families together, get together and just be outside, be in nature and play, right? And super close, so you have good access to this. Also, you're just north of Lakeland, which is a really beautiful area. But one of the reasons why this area stands out compared to Lakeland, or maybe, you know, for you is something that you like more, is that this area does not have a big, expensive HOA. And as you can see, these homes are still very well taken care of. You don't see a bunch of broken down cars parked in people's front yards and things like that. So while they're not paying a big extreme HOA expense living here in South Auburn, the neighborhood's super respectable. You can see all the yards are kept up. Everything is easy. You're just a few blocks away from the elementary school right back that way. So you're within walking distance to an elementary school. You're right down the road from the park, and you're not paying a big crummy bill every month to an HOA. The other thing I really like about this neighborhood that I think stands out is I love the variety of homes. There's all kinds of different builds in here. Not so much it's obnoxious, but there's a lot of different builds in here, a lot of different styles, a lot of different options. So kind of whatever your vibe is, you're gonna be able to find something in this neighborhood that is gonna fit and gonna work for you. Plus you have stuff like, you got these big, beautiful, mature trees out here. Overall, it's just a very quiet, peaceful neighborhood. I mean, let's just stop for a second. You know, you don't really hear anything. So if that's kind of your vibe, if you like this, you know, dead end street living, which again, I keep going back to thinking about the families when I think about this area. Not that it wouldn't be suitable for anybody, but the parks, the elementary school, the fact that a lot of these streets are just dead ends that just turn right back around. Man, I really can't think of an area that wouldn't be more well suited. And the prices here aren't as high as a lot of other areas are also. So let's jump back in the Audi. Let's take a spin around and let's see some more of this neighborhood.
Hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, squeeze. See the indoors when we're throwing down, oversized jumping with our underwear out. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, let me squeeze out. Keep that indoors when we're throwing down. Oversized jumper with our underwear out. Like they're bringing anything to the table. Bro, I'm not your son, see I'm able, I do my own bits. Limited edition, no some missing classic shit. I know that you're feeling it. First time, I'm proud of my selfish decisions. Couple people did me dirty, but I'm clean. Ain't even mad proof, karma is a B. We all do bad things, when it comes back it bites hard. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, let you squeeze out. Keep that indoors when we're throwing down. Oversized jumper with our underwear out. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, let you squeeze out. Keep that indoors when we're throwing down. Oversized jumper with our underwear out. That heat's coming from a...
All right, here we are at our final neighborhood, Lakeland Hills.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup.
Now, this is personally my favorite neighborhood in all of Auburn. If you see some of these houses as I'm walking here, they're kind of reflective of the neighborhood I live in, Tahale, obviously. So it kind of builds that good connection. But I just love, like, look at this. Like, look at these flowers. Gorgeous. Now, one of the reasons that Lakeland is so great is, first of all, you get a really good product from somewhere between $700,000 to $1 million for the really, really big homes. But also the community itself really has everything that you need in it. Just down the road here, there's a Walgreens, there is Legendary Donuts, which has sick donuts. But there's also a Hagen's grocery store. Now, this is one of the grocery stores that we actually shop at a lot. Great fresh products, amazing food. I will tell you, it's a little bit more expensive than a Walmart or a Safeway, but the food is freaking great. Also, they have some of the best donuts that you'll ever have. We get up on Saturday morning a lot of times, and we jump in the car and go down to Hagen's and get donuts for the kids from there. You can get 12 for like $11, and they are fantastic. Couple that with some Fairlife chocolate milk. I am one happy camper. The other great thing about Lakeland and this entire neighborhood is the parks. There's so many opportunities when it comes to parks in and of itself. Like, for example, there's Sunset Park just down the way, which has a great basketball hoop. It has a full-on skate park for the kids that are into skateboarding, BMX. Like, I would have killed to have that shit as a kid. I had like one skate park in like 2 hours of me, and I had to drive forever. But I mean, that's the Midwest for you. Out here, they've taken a little more care and a little bit more time to put into that kind of stuff for the kids. Also, as far as parks go, you're pretty close to Lake Tapps. If you've seen some of our Bonnie Lake videos, you've seen Lake Tapps and what it's like. You can get quick access to the water, so kayaking, boating, paddleboard yoga, if you're into that kind of thing. All that is right there. Allen York Park is great for swimming. North Lake Tapps Park is a little more exclusive park. You can pay to get in there, so it's a little bit more controlled, right? And so you have a little bit more fun in that area. But what I love about Lakeland is just everything you need is all included right here. So you don't ever really have to leave the area to get what you need. When you come back home, if you were to ever forget, like a gallon of milk, you can just run over to Hagen's and grab it. If you need your medicines, you just go over to Walgreens and you pick it up. It's such a convenient location compared to literally anywhere else here in Auburn, and that's what makes it my favorite neighborhood in all of Auburn, hands down.
Ball in my court, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all the this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my core, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. Thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Big broski in my line, celebrate, get your feet in. Put top in with your peoples, make sure they doing decent. Show me how to readjust some ways that I've been thinking. Been trying to protect what I've been building, been on defense. Celebrating our friends and we gon' up there when we touch down. BYOD, shout out to my homies working sundown. I should call my sister for some custom gold fronts now. Soul already shining, need no diamond, roll it, bust down. No matter how far, I can't forget the opposition. If you ain't been running front and side, you seen this competition. Wisdom telling me better slow down, my heart and mind conflict. I'm patient, ain't no free pass and I'm paid a lot for my position. Come and get it. Ball in my core, high step is a layup. My life like a movie, just keep moving, it's a trailer. Chefing in my kitchen, got me trying to get my cake up. I thank God for all this coming to me, not straight up. Ball in my core, high step is a layup. My life like a movie.
All right, well, there you have it. We just took you through our top 5 neighborhoods here in Auburn, Washington. Don't forget, Chris, myself, and our team, we're getting phone calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you who are looking to make their move out here to Auburn. So whether you're looking at making your move in 3 days or 3 months, shoot us that phone call, text, or an email so we can help you make that smooth move out here to Auburn. And again, until next time, I cannot wait till you're out here so that we can show you around.